Alright, should we go for a drive? Let's do it. Make sure it's a neutral. Key. Coil. Push button. Handbrake. Power steering. Quick spin. Basically yesterday for the first time. It's the tailgate rattling around. It just needs better bumpers, rubber bumpers. So. And you're supposed to double clutch second, third and fourth. But that typically only needs to do it about half the time. Starting in second. I do about half the time in second. Maybe even always. Sort of depends what you're doing, you know. If you got a deep climb or going something. Don't have to force it in the gear, just feel it. It's not a speed racer. Just drive it nice and casually. Don't gotta force anything. Almost, yeah. Can I do it? No. Yeah. See how quiet it is? And you got water temp there and oil pressure there. Aftermarket stuff, so it's really nice. I like it much better. And on the on the Series 2s, they didn't have that water gauge. It was just temperature and pressure was indicated by just a light, but not a gauge. So it's much better the way I do it. Start in second. Everything off into just bare steel, and then I see what I have to cut and re-weld, and when I'm done, it goes to galvanizing and powder coating. So it's 100% everywhere is rust and corrosion free, no body filler anywhere on the whole vehicle, and everything is powder coated. All the green and gray powder coated or galvanized. Sometimes it gets galvanized and then powder coated. So this is really 100% overhaul. Brand new chassis. And sorry about the rattling. I'll fix that. Not a defect or something, it's just me. I should have used a thicker rubber bumper. There are a couple of rubber shocks that Land Rover puts in there, but I didn't do those actually, so I just put thick gasketing, but obviously it would be better if I use the Land Rover stuff. At night, we're going to do another video and show off all the LED lights and everything else. Probably take my girlfriend out for a spin since she hasn't been for a ride yet, given that it's only been on the road for a day. This is really like the second day on the road, because even though I brought it in from South Africa 9 years ago, I still had a lot of work to do on other people's vehicles, other Land Rovers. So it took a while to restore it, so I only just got a new title and registration 3 days ago. So pretty excited to take my girl out for a spin tonight. Probably do the same circuit down to the key. Hopefully watch the sunset. Maybe come back at night. And then you get to enjoy all the cool LED lights that I got everywhere that really show up nicely at night. All the green marker lights on the sides outside. I'll show you the hazard lights, I'll show you the interior lights, headlights, markers on everything, you know. I love my lights. Love the color. Just digging it. Nice and fresh and sharp and bright. You know, really clean and crispy sort of feel to the whole thing, you know. But like I said, this is kind of the Beach Runner setup that I did here. Probably want to downshift. have door tops, by the way, but even on my personal 6388, I've never even restored my door tops. I've never had it since when I built it when I was 15. I'm 45 now. Still never put the windows in it. But that's because we live in Florida. And why would you? Oh, and by the way, a lot of people say, like, when it rains, I'm like, you know what? You'd be surprised how little amount of rainwater gets in here. Yes, of course. No leaks of rain, but you'd be surprised at the amount of, open space above the doors and everything else when you're driving along. Really not that big of a deal, I would say. I wouldn't be wearing, dresses and a suit, but yeah, I mean, like I said, also, by the way, with that, there is a shower. So this is a water pump. And there's a shower and a locker in the back. So you just pull out the hose like you would any other hose and turn it off after you come off the beach. That's your water tank level, 9 gallons. That's your rear white light. So that would be like for your reverse or just general flood light behind you. And that is a red light right next to it. I sort of set up like the Europeans do with their fog lights in the back. And it turns on low. Sorry. It turns on high. It turns on only when you hit the brake lights on the high setting. And there's a low setting that you can turn on with this. So you can have it just running as usual and it will be bright when you brake. But anyway, yeah, you get the idea. It's so cool when it's handmade. Trying to speed shift around here.